morning everyone. Today we are going to talk about topic definition of good person in your opinion. In the present we say a lot that we want good people. So the problem arose that so what will a good person measure and weigh? Because sometimes even with good word, it is not that the heart is good as well. Body and verbal. We can see each other but this heart we cannot see. Most people interpret the meaning of good people in different aspects. Other opinions was like from our interview. There are 4 items in total. The first, what is good person in your mind and how about bad person?
To me, being a person is mean do not take anyone down or do something to disturb another one. But actually, it cannot define like doing this is a good person, doing it is a bad guy, and I think other people's opinion are different. As my research, most people thought is you can be free, do anything what you want, and based on one's own and other fundamental right. Just do not disturb another one. This can be called a good person.
Agreed, because being good is easier than being bad, just doing the right thing. What about you, Anne?
From opinions poll, most people think that good people are people who do not hurt others, have a good attitude and help others, while the bad ones are people who like to cause problem and trouble others. I agree with the most people because actions speak louder than words.
It's a very good idea and most people will agree with this answer. What do you think, น้องฟ้า?
From information interview, everyone has different answers. For example, honesty, humble, fair, and responsible. I agree with honesty and responsible. Honesty, individuals who want to be a good person will be said to be honest with themselves and others. Dishonesty is one way to ruin a relationship and to make people negative look at you. Responsible. Taking responsibility for one action is a sign of maturity and is a main characteristic of a good person. And that person doesn't mean a good person be.
Actually, being good for each person is to live in various morals. And you, น้องพิงพลอย?
From opinion polls, the most people think is the good people, in their opinion, are the ones who don't hurt others kindly, help, share, and do or carry that honesty, doesn't take advantage of others, and that person is someone who hurts others and has very bad attitudes.
Very good because it is essence of good people. For me, based on the view of this topic, most people, though myself, think that being good should not be immoral. They are grateful to their center and contributing to society. As for the bad, there is no determinant because each person's view is different. And I think that people are those who tend to cause problems and have no manner. The second, what do you think about my last person? Tai?
I don't think anything at all because it is not my life and I don't get that why do I have to think about other people's lifestyle. But many people think that people who have nightlife are bad because they always make noisy and when they are drunk they usually make some accidents and usually have a fight and so on. According to my research, almost people say in the same sound that there does not matter, it is happening on their life. It is releasing stress from studying, working, living with bad environment and so forth. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you have any lifestyle, but you have to take responsibility for yourself. This is matter.
That's good. We cannot judge others by nice out because there is no possible reason. And you, น้องอัน?
I agree with most of the opinion because most people think that having a nice life is one of the ways to relieve stress. which is normal for everyone who is stressed by work or matters, and then they can come on a night out to relieve their stress. So nightlife doesn't have to be a bad person. I agree with this opinion.
Okay, actually a night out is a time of rest because most of us tired from work during the day. What about in your opinion, Fa?
In my opinion, nightclub is the best place to hang out with friends. We can dance over there. We will be more socialized. Nightclub is a part of modern society, but only recently has it expert into culture phenomenon we are seeing today. So nightlife is a happen all time. Some people like, some people is lifestyle. For me, just don't trouble anybody and can take care of yourself. It's okay.
You are right, a night out is a time to be yourself and good time to live. And you, Nam Hoi?
From where I have collected the information, I agree with every opinion that nightlife people are not the bad people most allow things. When they go on a night out, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are doing anything bad. Then they may just release their stress.
Okay, in fact, most people see it as negative image, but actually I agree that it is less. I agree with my friend. Most of the reviews tend to say nightlife is not always bad, but I disagree that nightlife people don't mean bad people because the modern era has developed a lot because most people today nightlife people will be themselves the most such as dressing, posing because most of the day people are in the uniform of each department and being a student. Third, what do you think you are good or bad guy? Like,
I don't know, but I stand in the middle between both of these. I think so. I'm not perfect, and there's something wrong I did, and I have to fix it. Usually, I prefer to do something what I want to do, but I don't take anyone down and disturb somebody. This is so happy whenever I follow my heart, and my friends around me feel happy to see me be myself, and I'm so appreciated.
most accurate people should be in the middle because we cannot know what kind of person we will be in the eye of others. What do you think, Pink Hoi?
For me and many others, it would be the same. Not a good person or a bad person. I will not make anyone in trouble, and I don't do anything immoral. But I'm not the one to help share others all the time or have a good attitude. Sometimes I'm a bad girl too.
I agree we don't always have to be good, we just don't miss out. What about you, Fa?
I think one cannot determine for oneself for answering this question. If I am good or bad for this, I need to rely on the action or respond myself, get from other based upon me action.
Okay, I am proud of the answer most people think of it because it really makes the world is better place. And you, Nam An?
For me, I think that sometimes I'm a good person and sometimes I am a bad person. It depends on what kind of education I will show. Now I try to be a better person so that my life and those around me don't feel bad about me.
It's great because we have to do that. It's good for ourselves and those around you. I think most people have both good and bad. Therefore, we cannot identify others or even ourselves as 100% good. So I think I am someone who has both the good and bad. According to the suitability and the circumstances. In the last, it is important that we have to be a good person. Nam An.
I think it's important because if the world is full of bad people, this society is unlikely to live. Where having good people in society, it will make that society look valuable and quality.
I agree because society stealing, bitter. What do you think, Pink Poi?
I think we don't have to be that nice. It was right that it might be important, but I think it depends more on my comfort and my ability. Because we are unable to help others forever, because we are not capable of that. Sometimes being selfish is a way that bad, because I think the world is not a way kind of us.
Okay, we should have a good zone for ourselves to protect from the sometimes cruel outside world. What about you, Fa?
My point of view is very important because being good is what is making this world habitable, not for things around you, but for you.
I am proud of the answer most people think of it because it really makes the world a better place.
As my research again, almost people thought it isn't important to be a good person. Sometimes we did a good thing, but it doesn't mean to good for everyone. It's up to people around us to see us and decide whether we are good or bad person. Definition of being good person for another people are different, but being yourself is better. Players gonna play, haters gonna hate. In my view, I extremely agree with other people. It is not important to be a good person. As I said before, do everything you want, follow your heart and be yourself. That is so comfortable. Just don't make any trouble with other people. That's it, I think.
I agree because being good is no more important than being good. In my opinion, personally, it's important because good people make society livable. Because if bad people are more than good people, society will be chaotic. Okay, being good is more just doing things for others. You have to accept and love yourself before you can pass on your positive energy. The world continue to follow these great tips to help you become a better person. Thank you for our discussion. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about topic